Now, if you have tried to quit smoking before and you have made a decision that you want to quit, this video is for you. So the ideas that we talked about in this video are taken from Bad Habits No More by Steve Scott. So my friend used to smoke a good amount of cigarettes. With all the problems that it was causing him, he made a decision one day and committed to quit smoking. So he used to smoke full flavored cigarettes. So he switched that full flavored cigarettes to light cigarettes, and then from light cigarettes to ultralight cigarettes. FF cigarettes contain a very high nicotine content, whereas ultralight contains very less nicotine content. And his body got accustomed to the high nicotine content. So he moved from 4 to 5 cigarettes to 7 to 8 cigarettes. So he figured out that there were 2 peak times where he could not resist his smoking. One right before he used to go to class in the morning, and one in the night before he went to bed. And the other times he was able to resist it with his willpower, and sometimes he was replacing the smoking with eating. And gradually the night habit that he was having of smoking, he replaced it to eating again. So the reason he was smoking cigarette in the morning was just to stay awake so that he can attend the class. And he figured out that he can replace that smoking with coffee to stay awake. So now he replaced smoking with eating, and in the process became fat. But he understood the mechanism of changing a habit. So now he changed his habit from eating to exercising.
What? I just need a minute.
No, Matt, you don't need a minute.
He gradually started exercising in a day, like few minutes, and then from few minutes it went to like 1 hour or 2 hours. This process took a while, but he figured out that he can break or form any habit. So let's break it down. Why was he successful? First of all, he made a firm decision and committed to changing the habit. In order to change any habit that you want to change, you have to make that firm decision and commit yourself to it. The second reason was awareness. He figured out how many cigarettes is he smoking every day, why was he smoking, when was he able to resist his smoking, and when he was not able to resist smoking. So in the process, he gained knowledge. But knowledge wasn't enough. He needed to take action. That brings me to the third step. He made the small incremental change. For example, my friend shifted from FF cigarettes to light cigarettes and light cigarettes to ultralight cigarettes. So he didn't move from FF cigarettes to ultralight cigarettes directly. Also, he moved from 7 to 8 cigarettes to 2 to 3 cigarettes. It would have been difficult if he would have made the decision to change directly from 7 to 8 cigarettes to 0 cigarettes. I mean, you can resist your craving once or twice, not every time. Which brings me to my fourth point, which is don't rely too much on your willpower. That's what my friend did. He knew out of the 7 to 8 cigarettes that he was smoking in a day, he could resist some with willpower, but most of them with eating. Which brings us to our next point, which is identifying the new behavior. This is where my friend got wrong. He knew that he wanted to quit smoking, but he doesn't know that he has to replace smoking with some other behavior. Cause his body was accustomed to the pleasure that the smoking gave. So he needed to replace with some other behavior which also gave that pleasure. And that was food for him. If he would have known this fact of changing his habit to new behavior, then he would have directly changed his smoking habit to exercise habit. The important lesson is begin with the end in mind. Identify a new behavior, start it small and increment it as you move through the process. At the same time, break that bad habit. Lastly, I want to say that expect the unexpected. Be prepared for the worst and admit that you will fail. You are a human being, you will make mistakes. So don't lose hope while you are in the process of moving from bad habit to good one. And remember, these steps that I told you can be applied not only to quit smoking, but it can be applied to any number of habit. You can form any habit, you can break any habit. Like my friend did when he moved from smoking to eating and from eating to exercising. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do share what habit you want to substitute with smoking. And I really hope that you break your bad habit and form new one.